absolute insanity, and their taxes are going up and their services are going down. They closed all elective surgery. They closed all courts. They prorogued the government, which is a term I'd never heard before. They have shut everything down for the Olympics. They put all their eggs in the Olympic basket, and they had a warm winter. And so now it's turned into mud and glitches. Began with a death, and it hasn't improved much since then. To subscribe to the International Forecaster, get this Saturday's issue. You've got to have it. It's got a lot in this Saturday's coming up. TheInternationalForecaster.com. He'll send you the free issue, but you certainly want to subscribe. TheInternationalForecaster.com, or go to ErskineOnRadio.com, where we're hyperlinked. 877-479-8178. 877-479-8178. And you can listen to any of the interviews that Mr. Chapman and I have done by going to ErskineOnRadio.com or the Bob Chapman channel on YouTube, where he's got a lot of interviews, not only with me, but with other talk show hosts around the country, around the world, listed up there. And you can listen to some of the other interviews that he's done, especially like the ones that you did with Chris on Goldseek, Mr. Chapman.
Right, I just finished one today with him. We do one every week and have for about 5 or 6 years. And it's a special kind of show. It's Chris talks a lot about trading in the market, which I don't, because I don't believe the average person should be trading.
Yeah, that's why they call it brokers. But we'll be right back with Robert Chapman, the International Forecaster. Thanks. Our friendly banker down the road. Well, there is a possibility that high exposure are in real trouble. 2,988 of the 8,100 banks are in real trouble. The next problem bank could be nationalized or merged. That means you want to keep your money under $100,000 in any bank in any one account, doesn't it, Mr. Chapman? Because you're saying they just simply aren't going to bail them out. Too big to fail. You don't see them doing that again?
No. And I don't see the FDIC being able to hold up. They have $93 billion, $45 billion of which came from the banks themselves paying their dues 3 years ahead of time. So they're not going to get any more money from the banks during this crisis. And they have approximately 2,000 banks in trouble. If half of them go under, it'll cost $500 billion. Now, the FDIC has a line of credit for $500 billion with the U.S. government. And so they would be right on the edge of going under if they borrowed $500 billion, which they can't pay back. Now, the government's not going to let that happen. The government is going to, I think, not give them the money and allow the FDIC to expire. And so with that said, if I'm right, you do not want to be long in an account in a bank. You don't want CDs because the banks, if they go under, you don't get paid. And so you've got to get your money out in gold, into gold and silver related assets.
Of the 2,988 banks that you say are in high exposure, you expect at least one of the major too big to fail banks to go under this year?
If not this year, next year. It's coming. It all depends on how they expedite their program going into deflationary depression, pushing all of these sovereign indebted countries off the edge. Will it be in September, October, or will it be in next March or April, or will it be in December of the following year? We don't know. We don't know what the Illuminati plan is, and it changes all the time, too. All I know is it's going to happen, and it's going to be very bad. You people have got to protect yourselves.
Now, more than ever, you have to protect yourself. Gold, silver, is the basic way to protect yourself right now. If you're already in too deep, there are ways that you can get out. There are things that you can do. Subscribe to theinternationalforecaster.com. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's going to make you money. I guarantee you. It doesn't cost you. You're going to make money with this publication if you follow what Mr. Chapman says. He's got recommendations of where to put your money, what to do with it, not just gold and silver, but there are certain places in gold and silver you want to stay away from. And you can call 877-479-8178. 877-479-8178. Subscribe to the International Forecaster. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Mr. Chapman, as always, my friend. Bob, thank you for being on Erskine Overnight. God bless you and your family. Thank you for all that you're doing. A great patriot, a true freedom fighter. Thank you, Mr. Chapman.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you all for listening.